Hello students, this is our third video and today we are going to start new topic, that is Raoult's law, and this is very important. Okay, so understand what is Raoult's law. Generally students, we will consider three situation. This is the flask. Okay, so I am taking three flask. In first flask only solvent is there, or you can say liquid A is there. In flask second liquid B is there, and in flask C both liquid A and B are there. Okay, I am heating this content at T1 temperature, this one also at T1 temperature, and this is also at T1 temperature. Okay, all these are at T1 temperature. So what will happen when I will heat liquid A at T1 degree Celsius? So it will create vapor. Okay, and these vapor will exert the pressure, and here this pressure is known as PA naught. Okay, A mean liquid A and P indicates the pressure and naught indicates the pure vapor pressure. Okay, here same vapors will be formed. Here I will say these are PB naught. Okay, but here what will happen, vapor of A as well as vapor of B will be there. Okay, so pressure exerted by only vapor of A is known as PA, and pressure exerted by only B is PB. Okay, but you should make the difference between P naught A and PA, similarly between P naught B and PB. Okay, so what is the difference? Here PA naught is the vapor pressure of pure state, and here PA is the vapor pressure in a solution in which both solvent and solute are there. Similarly, P naught B is the vapor pressure of pure state and PB is the vapor pressure in solution. Okay, so you should make the difference between P naught and P. Okay, so what is Raoult's law? Generally, again, suppose if A is there, A and B both are there, so I am saying that its quantity in the solution is XA. XA is the mole fraction of liquid A in solution. XA is the mole fraction which are present in a solution, and similarly XB is the mole fraction of solute B in solution. Okay, so what is Raoult's law? Now students understand what is Raoult's law. Raoult's law says that vapor pressure of a volatile component. Here A and B both may be volatile. Volatile mean which will evaporate very easily on slightly heating. Okay, so both A and B are volatile because both are forming the vapor and creating the vapor pressure. Okay, so both are volatile. So understand the definition. Vapor pressure of a volatile component is directly proportional. So vapor pressure mean PA is directly proportional to what? Mole fraction of that component in solution. अब मैं जैसे बात कर रहा हूं लिक्विड A की, तो A के जो वेपर बन रहे हैं, क्या बन रहे हैं? PA जो बन रहा है वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल किसके होगा? जो A के मोल फ्रैक्शन उस सॉल्यूशन के अंदर है, यानी कि इट विल बी इक्वल टू XA. दिस इज राउट्स लॉ. ओके, एंड फॉर PB will be directly proportional to XB. This is Raoult's law. Again read the definition. Vapor pressure of a volatile component is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component in solution. So this is Raoult's law. This is also Raoult's law. This is defined in term of solvent, this is defined in term of solute. So students, one more important thing is that when you will replace this sign of proportionality, okay, so you will give some constant. So what will be the value of constant? अगर आप ले रहे हैं PA की टर्म तो कांस्टेंट होगा P नोट ए. P नोट ए क्या था? वेपर प्रेशर प्योर स्टेट का. और अगर आप बात कर रहे हैं PB की तो कांस्टेंट क्या होगा? पी नॉट बी प्योर स्टेट का। तो अब आप फॉर्मूले देख लीजिए क्या है। लुक हियर, सो पी ए इज इक्वल टू एक्स ए, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू एक्स ए, बट I placed P naught A. It was the vapor pressure in pure state. Similarly, for this I put P naught B, that is vapor pressure in of component B in pure state. It is clear? और ये कब कंडीशन है? When both are volatile, mean XA and XB both will form vapor. So what will be the vapor pressure? What will be the total vapor pressure here? So here PA are formed and PB, both PA and PB are formed. So it will be the total pressure. PA and PB will be the total pressure of solution. When you will put the value of PA and PB, then what will you get? You will get, when you will put the value of PA, then you will get XA P naught B or P naught A XA, and for PB you will put XB P naught B. So this is the Raoult's law. And students, it was the this question was in the 2020 examination. Okay, state Raoult's law. Okay, now next another situation is that I am considering now solute is non-volatile. Solute is non-volatile mean, as you are looking here, both component A and B both are volatile. If I am saying B is non-volatile, so what will happen? Only A will go in the vapor phase. So you said vapor pressure of solution will be equal to PA plus PB. Okay, so what will happen here? PB will be 0 because B is not going in the vapor phase. So vapor pressure of solution will be considered as the vapor pressure of solvent only, or you can say volatile component. Okay, so now how the formula will be changed? Here PS is equal to PA and XB. Okay, I place the value of PA as well as PB, but this value will be 0 because component are non-volatile. Okay, look here. So what I said, so PB will be 0. Okay, so solution का ही vapor pressure किसके equal है? Vapor pressure of volatile component in pure state into vapor pressure of that component in the solution. This is the Raoult's law for non-volatile solute. Okay, so you may ask two types of question. First, state Raoult's law for volatile component, state Raoult's law for non-volatile component. If non-volatile component, then you will say vapor pressure of the solution will be equal to the mole fraction of volatile component in solution in multiply by or divide product, you can say product. Okay, vapor pressure of that component in pure state. Okay, it is clear? Yesterday we discussed that Henry law. So what was Henry law? Henry law state that partial pressure of a gas is directly proportional to mole fraction of that gas in solution, and Raoult's law says that vapor pressure of a component is directly proportional to mole fraction of that component. So mathematically both law, Raoult's law or Henry law, are similar. Okay, so this may be the question, how Raoult's law is a case of Henry law, or how Henry law is a case of Raoult's law. So you will say in both case vapor pressure or partial pressure is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that gas, या उस component की बात कर सकते हो of that component in the solution. Okay, yesterday I told you, but sometime this may be the question कि how does Henry law is different from Raoult's law. So Henry law state that PA is directly proportional to XA. Similarly, Raoult's law says that PA is directly proportional to the XA. But student, when you will replace this sign, then you will give a constant, and this constant will be Henry constant. Okay, already I told you yesterday. But here when you will replace this sign of proportionality, then you will give a constant, and this is vapor pressure of pure state. Okay, this is the constant. So how does Raoult's law is different from Henry law? In term of constant. Here constant is Henry constant, here constant is vapor pressure of pure state. So this is the difference. Now another definition of Raoult's law may be, so for non-volatile component we concluded that vapor pressure of a solution is directly proportional to the vapor pressure of that component in pure state and mole fraction of that component. So on rearranging, what will happen on rearranging? Bring this XA just below the PS. Okay, not XA, PA only. Okay, so what will happen when you will bring this P naught A, then equation will be like this. Okay, now subtract both part from 1. Okay, mean this one also from 1 and this one also from 1. So it will be the equation. Now take LCM, or you can multiply cross. P naught A minus PS upon P naught A, and last time I told you mole fraction of both component is always equal to 1. So what is this? 1 minus x is equal to what? It is equal to xb. So in place of xa I am putting xb. Okay, so this is another definition of Raoult's law. So students, what is this? Understand, this is again very important. Look here, only A is there. Okay, so as you will heat this at T1 temperature, vapor of A will be formed, and here these vapor will exert a pressure, and pressure is known as P naught A. But students, suppose I am putting a non-volatile solute, B is here, then what will happen? Now solute B is non-volatile, mean it will not go into the vapor phase, but ये भी क्या करेगा, ए के मोलिक्यूल को भी वहां बाहर जाने से रोकेगा, क्योंकि खुद भी नॉन वोलेटाइल है. तो इसने क्या कर लिया होगा, सरफेस को कवर कर लिया होगा, जिससे कंपोनेंट ए के जो मोल फ्रैक्शन है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है, पूरा चैप्टर अधिकतर इसी पर बेस्ड है, इस बात पर. तो जो कंपोनेंट ए है, इसके मोल्स भी वेपर फेज में नहीं जा पाएंगे, बिकॉज बी इज क्रिएटिंग द हिंड्रेंस and it is decreasing the escaping tendency of A, by which number of molecules of A in vapor phase are lesser. Only few molecules are there. So this pressure is known as PA. So what is the difference between PA and P naught A? P naught A is always higher than PA. Why? Because there is no such hindrance by which number of molecules of A will go in the vapor phase in lesser amount. वो तो sufficient amount में वहाँ पर जाएंगे, क्योंकि यहाँ पर ऐसा कोई भी चीज़ नहीं है जो इसको रोक रहा हो. लेकिन यहाँ हमने क्या डाल दिया, B डाल दिया है. B ने खुद ने तो जाना नहीं है, तो वो क्या करेगा, ये उसको भी वेपर फेज में जाने से रोकेगा, और जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा, वेपर प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगा, यहाँ पर कम हो जाएगा. और इस वेपर प्रेशर को मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, PA. तो डिफरेंस देखें आप, P नॉट A माइनस PA या P नॉट A minus PS is known as lowering in vapor pressure. Okay, what is this? This is lowering in vapor pressure. For example, in pure state vapor pressure is 500 mn, but you added some non-volatile solute, so by which vapor pressure is 400 mm. तो difference क्या कितना है आपका, 100 is the lowering in vapor pressure. So this term is known as, very important, lowering in vapor pressure. What is this? Lowering in vapor pressure. So when you will divide this lowering in vapor pressure by the vapor pressure of pure state, तो इतना पूरा हिस्सा कहलाता है relative lowering in vapor pressure. What is this? Relative lowering in vapor pressure. This is very, very important. You can look here. P naught minus PS is the lowering in vapor pressure. Okay, and P naught minus PS, this is another statement of Raoult's law. What? Relative lowering in vapor pressure is equal to the XB. XB is what? Mole fraction of solute. So this is another third definition. Raoult's law may also be defined as relative lowering in vapor pressure, that is this one, this quantity, okay, is equal to the mole fraction of non-volatile solute. So it is equal to the mole fraction of non-volatile solute. So students, these are three definitions, and these are very, very important. Now understand three questions. First, how does Raoult's law is a case of Henry law? I told you both says that XA is equal to PA is equal to XA. Both say that PA is equal to XA, mean vapor pressure or partial pressure of a gas is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that gas or component in solution. Okay, how does Raoult's law is different from Henry law? You will see in case of Henry law, constant is Henry constant, and in case of Raoult's law, Henry constant is the vapor pressure of pure state. Why does vapor pressure of a solvent decreases on adding non-volatile solute? Third question is very important, student. Why does vapor pressure of a pure solvent decreases on adding non-volatile solute? So you will say, on adding non-volatile solute, it covers the surface by which escaping tendency of solvent into the vapor phase decreases. That's why lesser number of molecules of A in vapor comes in vapor phase. So that's why vapor pressure is lesser than the vapor pressure of pure state. Mean P naught A ज़्यादा होता है than PA. तो ये आप ध्यान रखेंगे. So student, one more thing you will keep in mind that here molecules are XA, mole fraction are XA, but as I am saying कुछ molecule vapor phase में भी तो जाएंगे. Suppose मैं उनको YA कह रहा हूँ, तो XA तो आपने निकाल लिया राउट्स लॉ से, लेकिन YA कैसे निकालोगे? उसके लिए फॉर्मूले हैं. PA को डिवाइड कर देना है P टोटल से, और अगर आप कंपोनेंट B की बात कर रहे हैं तो PB को डिवाइड कर देना है P टोटल से. So this is all about your Raoult's law. So tomorrow we will discuss new topic, that is ideal solution and non-ideal solution. Thank you.